Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today. I came up with this idea for a video today as I was fumbling through my makeup bag, looking at the products that I've been using a lot lately, and I've been super into rosy pink cheeks lately. I think rosy pink cheeks, especially topped with a little bit of highlighter, is such a pretty look for fall, especially as we, kind of move into winter. As you're looking for ideas for different holiday looks, I think having a really rosy pink glow on your cheeks is just such a pretty seasonal look. You can kind of see that I'm sporting the look that I'm going to talk about with you today. My cheeks are just very naturally flush and have a little bit of shimmer on them. It's very subtle, but I think very, very pretty for this kind of like fall weather. And as we transition into winter, I think the more shimmer that you use with pink, you look very like frosty, snow-kissed, or whatever you want to call it. I just really love wearing pinky, frosty, shimmery kind of blushes in the winter. So I'm just going to show you guys sort of the tactic that I used to get cheeks like this, and also maybe suggest some products that you guys can use to achieve this kind of look. Now, you might want to alter your color selection a little bit depending on the season. I find for fall, I enjoy more plummy, kind of neutral colors, and for winter, I enjoy more cool toned, very pink, kind of frosty, lighter colors. So I'm going to show you that the products that I use today to achieve this look. And I used two products. I used a cream blush, and then I topped it with sort of a blushy highlighter. And the cream blush that I used is the Maybelline Dream Mousse blush. And this is the color that you guys probably have seen in the drugstores but have never contemplated picking up because it looks really dark in the packaging. And the color is called Cloud Wine, number 50. And this is what it looks like in the packaging. So it looks really, really scary dark in the packaging, but I'm going to show you guys what it looks like once you blend it out. I'm putting it a little on my hand, so this might not be like the best, way to show you the color. But once you blend it, it's a really nice kind of purpley neutral color, and it has a little bit of shimmer in it, which I think is really pretty. Another thing I really like about this is that it is more pigmented than other Dream Mousse blushes that I've used. I used the Peach Satin one before, which I think is in my like regrets video, like things I wish I never had bought. And because that one was not pigmented at all, it just didn't work for me. If anything, it made my skin tone look lighter than it actually was because it was so like frosty and had no pigment in it. It just looked horrible on me. So when I was going to the store, I was like, I'm just going to pick up the darkest one that I can possibly find so that it will actually show up and look good. And so I have that on underneath. Again, here is the color. I don't really know if you can like tell. There's the color, and it's probably faded a little bit throughout the day, but my tactic that I use is first putting this on. I use my ring finger and I tap it on in circular motions. Start with it very pigmented. Don't drag it out, because if you drag your finger across your cheek, it will just make the product wipe off, because these are so fluffy and airy that you almost need to just put your finger in it, tap it, and I tap it in circles, and then I bring it up my cheekbone for a little bit more of a dramatic look. Then what I did was I took this Bare Essentials flat top, sort of, they call it feather light brush, and I took my Clinique Cabana pink. These are like the shimmer strips kind of thing. You can get these. I think Milani has one. I know Physicians Formula has some. This is just a Clinique one, but what I love about this one is that it kind of goes from dark mauve-y purples to this very light pink highlighter. So this is perfect for fall, and it partners perfectly with this blush because it really brings out those purpley pink tones in it. And while the blush has a little bit of shimmer in it, so does this blush, this highlighter. I mean, you could wear one alone or the other, but I just think the impact is a lot prettier when you use both. So what I usually do is I just take my brush and just swirl it around in this, and then right where you tapped your brush in the white part, make sure that you have that at the top of your cheek. And then I just put it on my cheek, apples my cheek, and just blend it upwards. So it's important to make sure that you get the highlighter at the top, because this goes from dark to light. If you put the dark on the top, it might just end up looking like a little weird, but this is very subtle, so you probably wouldn't really tell, but just to be safe, I like to try to get the highlighter at the top. So you can just kind of see that gives me a nice shimmery kind of flush, and it's nothing too overwhelming or crazy at all, but I think it looks really nice. So that's kind of like been my favorite fall blush combination, and I just discovered this, but I was like really excited about it and I wanted to tell you guys. So those are like two products you can pair together to get that kind of look, but as the season changes and it gets more wintry, I personally like to use a more pink, bright blush. So I would suggest using something with more shimmer in it and more pinks. So one product I really love for winter is, this is Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips and Healthy Glow. And this is sort of the same kind of thing again, but it goes from like a white shimmery highlighter to a darker pink. So those are the colors. And I would partner this one with a different color cream blush base. This one is in Pink Frosting, and I can swatch this one for you guys as well. This one is also really pretty, also has a little bit of shimmer in it. It's sort of like a Pepto-Bismol color pink when you first put it on, but as you blend it, it looks super, super pretty. And I just feel like I like to be daring with my cheeks. I don't want them to just look bland and lifeless. I think having blush on your cheeks is the thing that, like, if you can get your blush to last all day, your makeup is going to look so much better throughout the day. I also hate when people use like so much bronzer in the winter time. Like, especially if you live in a colder climate, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you live in Colorado, why would you put like loads of bronzer on your face in the winter? It just doesn't make sense to me. So anyway, okay, here is the Pink Frosting. And I feel like this camera is kind of washing it out, so I'm sorry if you can't see it. But here's Pink Frosting, and then on top is the Cloud Wine. But I don't really know if you can make it out. But it's like this kind of Pepto-Bismol pink. And I feel like my light is definitely washing it out. Let's see if I can get it any better. Okay, anyway, so that's what that looks like. I think pairing these two together would look really, really pretty. Another one that I have, just to like throw it out there, I think this one is discontinued. It was like limited edition, and they might have it at the Cosmetic Company outlet, but this is the Shimmering Tones Powder Multi-Reflective Powder by Clinique, and this is in Pink Chocolate. And I obviously hit pan in this one, but I really like this one. This would probably be better if you have a little darker of a skin tone, because it has bronze colors in it as well as pink and like a lighter highlight color. So this one's really pretty as well. I think this one is probably the most versatile. You could transition it between fall and winter really well. And honestly, this one is pretty awesome as well. If you like this kind of thing and you don't want to like buy a high-end one, I know Bobbi Brown has things like this, but like I said, Physicians Formula is really awesome, and also Milani has one that's really pretty as well. I kind of want to check that out. I don't know what it is about these kind of blushes, but I just think they're so, so pretty for fall and for winter. They're extremely versatile and topped with or paired with a cream blush, and you don't have to use these cream blushes, but you know, paired with like a cream blush stick or a cream, you know, color base, or you know, a regular cream blush, whatever you have, or even a cheek stain, I think this is a really nice long wearing look for fall and for winter. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you have any questions about this look or the products I used or anything like that, please just leave me a comment below. All right, have a good one. Bye.